Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. I got up this morning, and as every morning, I see routine stuff going over and over again. And a lot of times I hear people talking, complaining about what's going on in the world here in America. It upsets me. And I was listening to it this morning as I was trying to fix some coffee, and I heard a couple of these guys on the social media platforms, talking about Trump. And everything that they're stating is absolutely true. Everybody knows that it's absolutely true. Concern really should have always been for quite some time is what you're going to do about it. I do know, however, that I've got to the point I'm tired. I'm tired of listening to people complain. I mean, yes, the problems exist, but complaint is doing nothing but giving me a headache. And I'm sure those of you who are constantly listening to it, I got a headache. And those of you who are spewing it out, calling yourselves informant. I know you got a headache, but why do we have to keep on having these headaches? Why can't we change? Yes, Trump is doing everything that has been identified, but he's gotten away with it. Why? Because we, the people who supposedly hold the power, have allowed it to happen. You can complain all you want, but you allowed it to happen. And if you allow it to happen, that says it's okay. Now, I realize that some of you are upset with these particular things, and that there are other things that others might be upset with, not this, but others just like this. And so that's why the thing keeps going on and on. That's like Republicans today and Democrats tomorrow. We're going to wait to the midsection when 26 come along. We're going to change this thing. We're going to do that. That sounds as stupid as Donald Trump. That might be the plan of America, but it sounds as stupid as Donald Trump and MAGA and what's going on today. It says we have not learned a darn thing. Let me show you what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm not going to spend that much time talking to you. Not this morning. You are dissatisfied. Now, somebody says Trump got a plane and you're upset with it, and people are complaining. He's going to have this plane. Some of them don't want him to have the plane. Some are jealous that he would have a plane. Others are saying it's against the rule. Nobody has ever had a plane like that before. So why are we going to allow Trump to get away with it? Somebody to say things have changed perhaps, and we're moving with more evil, so we allow it to happen. But I say this. Could Obama have it? And I guess America would say, hell no. So I say apply the same rules to Trump that you would apply to Obama. You wouldn't have to worry about it. That plane wouldn't be happening. Apply the same rules to that garden that you would to Obama. You wouldn't have to worry about that. See, that's what I'm saying. That's your damn problem. Now, you don't believe it. Let me show you what I was about to tell you. There is before you today, in spite of all the things that's happening in America, whether you like them or not, in spite of all, there is before you in America an opportunity to make a change. The kind of change whereby your goal is to have your needs, your wants, and your desires met. It's not happening here. So we're going to change and do something different. Let's go for it. Our needs, make sure they're met. Make sure our wants to the best of our ability are met. And that our desires keep on moving on because we ain't giving up. All right. And so what are we talking about? We're talking about having food because we need it to live. We don't want to ever worry about that stuff. Now, you know the rest. I'm just naming a few: clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm talking about. To make it short, I'm talking about anything that's made by the hands of mankind, anything that humankind makes. I'm saying there's an opportunity for any of you in America to access what it is used for, just for you to be satisfied. That is before you. Every American. That's not all that's before you, ladies and gentlemen. That is all guaranteed And you know why I guarantee you? Because it calls on you to exercise the greatest gift that you have. And that is what you come into this earth to do. To know what it is. And how do you identify it? Because you love it. Whatever you love doing is exactly what you came to do. Oh my God. Sometimes you find a female, a male, and you say you love them. And what you want to do? You want to marry them. But I'm talking about a way of life. You now know what it is. And it is there for you. It is not something where you just aspire not going to be able to do it. No, baby, you're going to be able to do it. Because whatever you lack, education, this, that, and other, the system of America has designed that you will be guaranteed to miss nothing, but have all available to you. Why? Because it makes you better at what it is that you've been given to do from God to the people of the United States of America. But you're going to be about that. Now, all of us, just like that, that same beautiful blessing, we are engaging ourselves. What am I talking about? I'm talking about having a job, for those of you who might not know I'm talking about career, that you love. A job whereby you have received the blessing that only God could give you. World didn't, can't take it away. And what is it? It's joy. As I've mentioned before, joy in your love allows you to stay committed. And as all of Americans, I'm talking to you, this is what is before you. All of Americans engaged in the process of creating that which is in that reservoir of goods and services to make sure that it is in such an abundance that there's nothing that the people would have to suffer like thereof. And we don't have to worry about it because we, the people, caused the manifestation of it. From what? The resources that was given us by God. I'm trying to put something else before you, ladies and gentlemen, so you start acting like a human being, stop acting like a damn duck. Why I say that to you? Because God made it so that you can live. Let me say it. If you want to live in hell, God made that possible. That's called choice. But you have not known that there's another way. I've heard people talk about it. I heard nobody tell you about it. I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, what I just told you is, it didn't come from a reading a book, listening to other people talk. I'm telling you, it comes from knowing what pain is about, knowing what suffering is about, knowing what love is about, and knowing what hate is about. So the choice is one or the other. But you can't sit over here talking about Trump, but you wouldn't let Obama do it. And you think you've changed? The only way you can prove that you've changed is that you've gotten out of the way. You've gotten out of the way of life. And you stood up to make sure that that bull, lying and cheating and deception, hatred and racism and bigotry is over. Why? Because you're going to do the right thing. You're not picking up guns and bombs trying to bomb it out. No, you're going to do the right thing. That's going to keep it from happening. That's why we won't have racism. That's why we won't have bigotry. That's why we won't have poverty. Because we're going to do the right thing. What is the right thing? Ask yourself, in that situation, what would you like to have happen? What would bring solace to you and peace? And see, that, I hope you were listening. I didn't even mention that to you yet. And that is, out of this choice, you get a chance to experience peace, prosperity, freedom, joy, happiness, fulfillment, and you're satisfied. And most of all, you are living your dreams. Now, I want to say this to you. You go turn on your TV after you get through hearing this. And I don't know when they're going to be. You're going to hear people still complaining about the way things are. It's going to come from the left, it's going to come from the right. It's going to come from black, it's going to come from white. But I guarantee you, you just keep on turning. And you see if you're going to find anybody talking about making it right. Oh, yes, they might mention a few things that addition that will bring a little bit more satisfaction to one side. But will they be talking about doing the right thing that we just got through talking about? Well, why won't they? Is it the same reason that we are still in hell? Well, just think about it. That's what I want to leave with you this morning. Till next time, Eddie Marcus say goodbye for now.